What's going on, guys? What is going on? So, I get asked this all the time in our live streams and stuff. So, I figured we're going to talk about it because I do talk about it all the time in the streams and stuff like that, but some people don't catch them or whatever the case might be. So, we're going to do a dedicated video to it, okay? Um, we're going to talk about the JASMY Innovation Zone. Why is JASMY in the Innovation Zone? Okay. I see a lot of speculation, a lot of FUD, a lot of stuff like that. You know, people have different theories that Binance is out to get Jasmy. They want to kill the project, all that kind of stuff, right? Um, and it's easy to feel that way. It's easy to just go along with a simple narrative like that instead of doing a deep dive and kind of figuring it out, right? Um, you got to you got to take the crookeds with the straights, so to speak, guys. So the fact of the matter is that Jasmy's product, with the exception of the Aveda laptops, right? Jasmy's product is the PDL, the Jasmy Chain Junction, and the Personal Data Locker. Okay. Now this Jasmy Chain, this layer two, and the PDL is supposed to be launching this month, sometime this month. It is scheduled to launch. Okay, before the end of the month. Hopefully, hopefully it does. Hopefully they make their schedule on time and everything works out fine. Okay. So with that being said, with the exception of the Aveda laptop, Jasmy's product is not out to market, right? Which means that their blockchain, their layer two, is not out to market. No one can use it. Their personal data locker is not out to market. Nobody can use it, right? Essentially, they have zero use case at the current moment in time until their layer two and their personal data locker finally launch this month. They have no use case. Okay. So you take that and then you zoom out on the Jasmy chart, on the all-time Jasmy chart, okay? Which I will actually do right now just to give you the visual, okay? Real quick. Jasmy chart max, okay? Look at the chart. Have a look at that chart. So what Binance has to do is they have people who evaluate these projects, okay? So there's certain criteria to be on an exchange, guys, right? There are rules that have to be, it's not as simple as Binance is out to get us, right? There are qualifications and procedures. So the first thing they look at is the chart. Now look at the all-time Jasmy chart. Doesn't look great. We can all concede that it doesn't look great. Now, context matters, right? Why did this happen? Well, because the Jasmy team had announced when they first launched that they planned on releasing the bulk supply of tokens into circulation. Okay, which means that the supply, the amount of supply in circulation was going to massively increase, which was going to in turn drive down the price. Now, to Jasmy's credit as a company, they had announced that this is what they were going to do ahead of time. So everyone had ample warning that this was going to happen. Okay. And then they did it. So some people will take it as a negative, some people will take it as a positive. Me, the way that I look at it is I compare it to Ripple. Okay. Ripple holds almost 50% of the supply of XRP. Now, to gain the trust of the community, they had to go ahead and put their tokens, their XRP tokens, locked up in an escrow, and they could only take out X amount every month, right? And then most of the time, they put most of it back in at the end of every month. But they had to go to that extreme to gain the trust of the people, for people to be willing to take the risk and invest in the project, right? Because when you see a team that holds 50% or more of a token supply, that's a red flag for most investors, right? So you bring it back over to Jasmy and you say, well, it's a positive for me because the team does not hold 70% of the supply anymore, or whatever it was, 70, 80% of the supply. They don't hold it, right? It would be a big red flag if Jasmy Co. held 70% of the tokens, right? That would be a knock on the company and a reason why people would not want to invest in it, okay? So So it was a good thing at the end of the day that they did this. It made it more decentralized, right? So in saying that now, we bring it back to um, the other reasons that JASMY would be, other factors that JASMY would be in the innovation zone for. So they see the chart, they say, oh, this looks ugly. Did they understand the narrative at the time? Probably not. They have to investigate why the chart looks like that, right? So we have that. And then reason number two, guys, again, brings me back to JASMY does not have their product out to market with the exception of the Aveda laptops, right? So you pair that with zero use case and the token chart looking like this, okay? You've now got two strikes against JASMY right there, okay? Boom, boom. For reason for them to be put under a monitoring tag, okay? It all makes perfect sense, guys. This is not, an assassination attempt on JASMY as a company. We have to acknowledge the elephants in the room, right, guys? We have to. So, um, and then you go along and you find reason number three. Now, what's reason number three? Who is the blockchain expert for JASMY? Do you know? You don't. The reason that you don't know is because there is not a blockchain expert for JASMY. There's not a face of it, right? And what I mean by that is Cardano has Charles Hoskinson. Probably said his name wrong there. XRP has David Schwartz, right? Vitalik Buterin, so on and so forth, right? You have a face, a blockchain expert. JASMY does not have that right now, right? Which is an issue that they do need to solve, okay? Now we go into their website. Their website is god awful, right? They have to get a better website going on. They have to upgrade it. Doesn't even look like a crypto blockchain website, right? It just looks like another business website. So they really need to start to upgrade the website and stuff. And to be honest, to his credit, Hara did acknowledge that fact in his last AMA. He did acknowledge the fact that the website sorely needs to be upgraded, updated, and looking better. And he also acknowledged the fact that he did not like the price action of JASMY and that they fully intended on adding more use case to solve the problem of price action in the token. So, what do we have in summary here, guys? We have an all-time chart that looks god awful, and Binance at the time didn't know the narrative behind why, right? We have zero use case for the token because their product is not out to market yet, and you have no blockchain expert, and you have very poorly designed websites. Okay, so you put all this stuff together, and you've got a company that needs to be evaluated. And I agree with that. And most of you, if you're being reasonable and rational, would probably agree with that too. That doesn't mean JASMY's being delisted. I personally believe, since Binance holds almost 9 billion tokens of JASMY, that they have every intention of removing them out of the innovation zone at some point, right? They probably do need to see the product out to launch. So it leads me to the final question, guys, which I get asked all the time. When is JASMY going to be removed from the innovation zone? And I answer, well, the PDL and their layer 2 and Junction is supposed to be released this month in March, okay, 2024, if you're watching this video later. In saying that, that's the schedule. Now, if they launch the chain on time and the PDL and their product is out to market and it's functional, then Binance has already said they're scheduled to reevaluate JASMY in the innovation zone in April. So if JASMY can meet their own schedule, their own timeline, and get their product out to market, JASMY will be reassessed in April. If they succeed, likely they will be removed from the innovation zone next month. That is how I foresee it playing out, provided JASMY Co. Sticks to their schedule and gets there on time in terms of releasing their product to the market. And that would be the simplest breakdown that I could, an explanation that I could offer. Nobody is out to get JASMY. No one is out to destroy the company. Okay. Does Binance own almost 9 billion out of 50 billion tokens? Yes. That is more reason for Binance to want JASMY to succeed as opposed to fail. If JASMY fails, Binance loses bigger than all of us, right? So keep that in mind, guys. Don't believe the FUD. Um, and yeah, support the cause, guys. Big things popping, little things stopping. Um, that's it. That's my explanation, guys. There is a valid reason, and it will be solved hopefully next month. Let me know what you guys think. Hit the like button, guys. Hit the subscribe button. Click the join button to become a gem hunter, guys. Get microcap gems. We release them all the time. We do Sundays only live streams where we look at Sundays members only live streams where we look at microcap gems. Last one we called pumped like 2,800% inside of a couple of weeks. So very, very good. Also, you get help with your portfolio structure. You get help with your exit strategies and DCAing out of the market, taking profits, all that kind of stuff. Join the Discord, guys. Follow me over on X. And once again, like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one.